I need to put my glasses on so I can see some of y'all. Or should I say, so I can read some of y'all. I've heard that SNAP benefits will not be available November 1st, as we know today. And I listen to Black men and Black women talk about how ghetto, wretched Black women are complaining about not having their SNAP benefits. Those people said they are stealing from the government, taking taxpayers' money, taking the government money to get their hair and nails done, taking the benefits and selling it, everything than what they were intended for. And my question is, why does that concern you? Because these people have a hustle. It's the people like you that applied and were not approved. Those kind of responses come from those who have applied but were denied benefits. We have real people out here who depend on those monthly benefits regardless to how they use them. You have real people out here that have children, infant, teenagers, adolescents that they are responsible for, real families. See, this is what I've been saying in my previous videos. Y'all up here on camera talking about the misuse of benefits. Who are you talking about? The people in your home? People in your family? Who are you talking about? And if this is what people doing to the white man money, why are you tripping? Because it's the taxpayer dollars, because I get up and work. You know what? You may get up and work and you take that same check and give it right back to the man on bullshit. Living above your means. To please who? To show out and floss in front of who? With your broke ass. Can you blame these people for not wanting to go into these grocery stores and raid them? What if someone just up and told you because of this government shutdown, you weren't going to receive a paycheck? And your landlord tells you you haven't paid rent, you have to vacate the premise. What would you say? The same shit y'all said when COVID hit. I ain't going nowhere. You. What do you think is going to happen? Yes, these people are in a panic, just like we were in a panic during the pandemic when you couldn't find toilet paper, paper towels, masks, gloves. You couldn't find disinfectant. It was a lot of things that you could not find. Food under the same person administration. These are people livelihoods that are being affected. And let me tell you something. I am not oblivious. Yes, there are some that may be mistreating their coupons, but you have some that are not. And you do not know a person's situation to why they had to go on SNAP. You just assume because a person is receiving monthly benefits that they're ghetto, they're ratchet, they're low down, they're misfits. Y'all know how it is. Why are you coming down on the black men, women, and children? I'm going to just say the family. We're not the only one that depend on SNAP benefits. I've been in the SNAP office and there were Asians in there. There were white, black, African, Asian Indians. I've seen it and you all have too. Just because you may have 6 months of emergency money put up, or you may have a stable income, others do not. So you're gonna bash them and look down on them and say they go into jail good for you. Well, prevent that from happening. Create a food drive at your local church or any church or any structure and have a food drive where people can donate. I cram to understand why all we do is name call, point fingers, and blame everyone else except ourselves. Us good black folks, we are the blame too. Because how are you going to have the resources but keep it to yourself? And I understand the logic. If I give and give, then what I'm going to have? Baby, I believe in 360. I believe what goes up, what comes down. One good deed deserves another good deed. You will be blessed. It will circle back around again. We all are in this together. And the ones that's flapping their gums and calling EBT recipients out, how long? Because I can't say everyone, I can't make that claim, but people money run out. People money and resources run short. It gets thin. And with everything expensive, how much of your resources, how much of your money you think you're going to have? Let's come up with a solution where people will not go to our local Walmart or any grocery store, convenience store, and rob it. What can we do, people? What can we do to take care of each other in these trying times? Trump ain't worried about eating. His constituents aren't worried about eating. They up there planning a big event when we all get knocked off because he building a ballroom. Let this be a lesson learned. Save your money as much as you can. Get you a hustle, get you a side hustle, get you a second job. This ain't time to be buying Gucci, Louis, exotic pack of weed, hair weaves, cars, expensive meals, going out for this is not the time. I'm not saying stop living. I'm not saying don't enjoy yourself. But what I am saying is put something up for yourself and for your family. Just like we lost people by the way of COVID, we're going to lose people through these times. And so you won't become a victim. We need to start coming up with solutions. We need to come up with solutions. I am one of the ones that will be affected by the EBT shutdown. My family will be affected by the EBT shutdown. But because I have a strong backing behind me, I'm not going to necessarily go hungry within the first 2 months. But the third month, if it goes that long, I may be out there with my shiesty on. You know, people, we fear lack, the lack thereof. We need to educate our men and women and children when it comes to finance, something that we are not taught. And when I was taught that in high school, I ditched that class from beginning to end. One of the most horriblest thing I could have ever done to myself. We're not taught finance. We taught get a dollar, spend a dollar. And some of our people out here are tax preparers, financial educators. And you want to charge all this money. I know you got to get paid. But have something free for the public, something free for the people. Give us some tidbits, some jewels, so that we too can have financial freedom. Just to put you all in my business, I filed chapter 7 this year. So I can have financial freedom, so I can be debt free. Had I known finances, had I known structure and saving and spending, I may could have avoided filing a chapter 7. But upon my education, that I had to educate myself and speak to other people who went through um, bankruptcies and research it on my own because the information is available as long as I got this right here and I can research on my own. And I've made investments, started investing about 3, 4, 5 years ago. But we're not taught that. And then we walk around here, the rich is getting rich and the poor is getting poor. And you people that's talking about these people with the EBT situation, you're not rich. And truth be told, some of you all grew up on EBT food stamps. Don't get brand new. Don't get brand new. You about living check to check just like the rest of us. You about got a shiesty in your closet on standby. You got to hustle. In my time, when people wanted to hustle or pick up a second income, they sold drugs or bootleg. They didn't actually go get a legit job. They sold drugs or bootleg or sold loose squares or penny candy, icy cups. But again, if your people were trying to do that, what is the percentage of you patronizing them? I walk past and see y'all every day when someone is hustling. Nope, nope. Y'all won't even buy Girl Scout cookies. And that's about as legit as you can be. I'm just saying. You got the Bucket Boys plan that is looking for some tips. You got children and adults out here selling bottled water. You won't buy it. You got the man standing on the corner with a whole spread of shirts, t-shirts hung up on his table selling cocoa butter, and you'll walk right by. I don't need that. It's not about needing, it's patronizing. You got people starting GoFundMe's, people passing hats around to bury their young loved ones. You won't even drop nothing in the hat. We are so judgmental and stingy. I'm not gonna say selfish. I'm gonna bring it down to the level where y'all understand you're stingy. You don't want to help nobody. But see, I've dealt with people like y'all. You don't want to help nobody, but it's a majority of y'all with your hand out. Give me, give me, give me, give me. Why is it that I see white people or people that look white will go in a restaurant, buy up sandwiches, meals, and distribute the meals to the homeless? Shout out to KB Nene. KB Nene, I'm from Auburn Gresham. I'm not chasing clout. I have to recognize that sister because she went from being a nuisance in the street to now giving people something to eat. Hmm? She is a young black female who was giving back to the community that she once terrorized. I don't know what's in that young lady's pocket. I do not know what is in that young lady's pocket. But what I do know is that she's feeding the people in the streets of Chicago. I salute you. We need more KB Nenes. And KB Nene, this is my message to you. If you need something, and it's in my reason, it is in my budget, I will be more than happy to help. More than happy. More than happy to help. I am donating to the Life Umbrella. And you all can Google the Life Umbrella. My best friend, Kimberly Levine, she started the organization and she also made me a part of her nonprofit organization. And it is for women and children who need toiletries, school supplies, and clothes. And feel free to donate. And it doesn't have to be just the Life Umbrella. Any organization that is accepting donations, buy up some things and take it to your food banks, your churches, your community centers, so the people who are in need will have food and clothes. So no one will have to go to jail or lose their lives or rob and steal. Until next time, take care of yourself, love yourself, and be kind to yourself.